Okay, this video shows how I use Gmail's multiple inboxes and Superstar features to manage my emails. Multiple inboxes allow you to have up to 5 additional inboxes that show only emails that match a defined search criteria. So for example, you can see along the right side of my screen here, I have 5 additional inboxes. The first box shows emails that I've flagged as needing my immediate attention. You can see the title here. The second box shows items I've flagged that need follow-up. The third box shows items I've marked as waiting on response. And then finally I have a README file for emails that I want to read later but don't want to deal with right now and just want to get them out of my inbox. And then finally I have a fifth box that I've flagged emails that I need to print paperwork for my closing files.
Okay, let's walk through how I set this up.
Okay, so now we're back at the main Gmail default page. We're not showing any multiple inboxes. We're just showing our traditional inbox. We have some labels and emails. So to start using multiple inboxes and Superstars, we need to first enable those features in the Labs section under Settings. So click Settings. Click Labs, and if we scroll down we'll find Superstars, and we'll get into what each of these does in a minute. I think I passed it. I did. There it is. Enable, and down to multiple inboxes. Click Enable, and we'll scroll down and save our changes. So now we're back at the main page with those features enabled, and you can see the default setting that Gmail has set up is we have 2 boxes above our main inbox. And the first box would show results that are starred, and the second box would show results that are labeled with drafts. Now I want mine set up differently than this. I want it set up like I showed you at the beginning of the video. To do this, we go into Settings. You'll see that we now have a multiple inboxes tab. Click that. You now see we have the option to define the search query for each of 5 panels 0 through 4 and then title each of those panels down here. So if you remember, I had 5 boxes. The first box I called immediate action. The second box I called needs follow-up. The third box was waiting on response. And then I had README and print for file. Okay, now I've typed in my titles, but now I need to set the search criteria for each of these boxes. So for my immediate action, I wanted to find all of the emails that I have flagged with the red bang. And I'll show you this a little more in a minute, how to get that. So I'm going to say it has the red bang. So anything that I star with a red bang will go into my immediate action box. Under follow-up, I'm going to say has purple question. Again, I'll get to how I found those in a minute. Waiting on response has green check. README has blue info. And finally, print for file has yellow bang. Actually, I did that wrong. My waiting on response has the yellow bang, and my print for file I use as the green check. Okay. Now down below you can see you can choose where you want these boxes to show. Initially it puts it above the inbox. I like it along the right side, but you can try it different ways and see what you like. Click Save Changes. And you see it takes us back to our main page, and you see I now have 5 boxes along the right side. Now there's no emails in here because I have not flagged anything, but I'll get to that in a second. But before I start flagging emails for these boxes, I need to go in and adjust the settings on my Superstars feature. So let's go into our settings tab to adjust the Superstars. Click settings, we scroll down, you'll see Superstars, and it shows you the available icons that you can use. Now if you remember, we used the red bang, which is down here right now, not in use, so I need to drag that up to in use, and then I use the purple question, which is already up here. I use the yellow bang, which is already up here, and then I use the blue info, so I need to bring that up, and I use the green check, so I got to bring that up, and I do not use the yellow star, so I'm going to bring that back down. So now I have my 5 icons that I use to flag these emails. Okay, so you also notice that when I hover the mouse over one of the icons, it shows me the name of the icon. Now I can take that back and put it into the search query. So when I said it has red bang, it's because I knew that this icon was called the red bang. If I wanted to use one of the other ones, again, I hover the mouse over, it shows me orange star. I could use that icon. I would say has : orange star. So let's scroll down, click Save Changes. Okay, now we're ready to rock and roll, start prioritizing and categorizing our emails, move them out of our inbox and over to a category on the right here. To do that, we just need to assign the appropriate star to the email, and to do that we click on the little star icon, and you can toggle through each star. So click once, it shows me the red bang, a second time the purple question, the yellow bang, and keep going through. Now I can see this is a property match for one of my clients, so it's something I do want to follow up on, but it doesn't need my immediate attention, so I'm going to flag this with the purple question mark, and then I'm going to archive it and move it out of the inbox, and you'll see that it's now, when the screen refreshes, along the right hand side under my needs follow-up category. Another great thing about labels is I can quickly see what emails need my attention and how to prioritize them. So I see I've gotten a couple leads here, and I know that those are going to need my immediate attention, so I'm going to flag those with the red bang. I also see an inquiry here, so I know that's going to need my immediate attention. This is a newsletter, so that's something I'm just going to want to read later. I'm going to flag that with the blue info, and so it'll go under the README box in a minute. Here's a fax I know I'm going to want to print for my files, so that gets a green check. Here's another property match, that's going to get the purple question mark. Here's an email I know I'm waiting on a response from, so that gets the yellow bang. I happen to know this is from my title company as a HUD, and I'm going to want to print that out for my closing file, so again that gets a green check. Here's an email from my wife. I know I happen to be waiting for a response from her on this, so that's going to get the yellow bang. Let's just do a couple more real quickly. Here's a couple of emails from the Gmail team that I want to read later on how to set up my Gmail account, so they're going to get the blue info. Okay, now let's just select each of these. And archive them all. And when the page refreshes, you'll see they're all over on the right. Nicely organized, and I know which ones I have to work on fast. So that's our video on using multiple inboxes with Superstars. I hope that helps.